would you say if tomorrow we found out there was a PS Vita 2 being announced?
I get it.
Hell yeah, you would. Absolutely.
Because I would figure Sony by the third time, I feel like Sony would get it right. Even though I feel
they'd
like
have to get it right.
PSP was good.
Yeah.
The Vita would have been good if they fixed the memory card issue, which you couldn't fix, obviously.
Yeah.
But the third time would have been a charm. But unfortunately,
it's not going to happen. I know.
This guy ran with it.
I know. Yeah. If there was to be a PS Vita 2, what would you want to see in it, though? Would you want them to do basically fix the Vita, or would you want them to try something quite different?
The first thing I want is a memory card issue fix. I want an easy memory card to put in there, so I want to worry about the issue. That memory card should not even be an issue anymore. They got to kill that issue. And mostly, I would like to see like a lot of franchises come back that have kind of been like killed off in a way, like Siphon Filter.
Yes,
they could take. Yeah, they could take risk and put games on the Vita.
Yeah, Siphon Filter on the PSP was so good, man. Imagine it on the Vita.
It was good. The only thing I didn't like about it is they changed the voice actor.
Yeah,
I love the original voice actor. He was awesome.
He
did a podcast recently
from the PS. The one from the PS1 games, you mean?
Yeah. He did a podcast with some guys, and he told them why that he didn't do the rest of the voices. Like Sony did something.
Oh, right, okay.
They got mad at him, and then he got fired, and they went with another actor. So
yeah,
it was crazy. But yeah, Siphon Filter could be on there. A lot of like different systems. I mean, IPs that have kind of been abandoned. You know what I mean? Could be on that system because they can take risk because it's cheaper cost, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So what else is it? Sony has made a lot of franchises, but I guess they sold off. Well, Crash Bandicoot wasn't really theirs. I guess that was Naughty Dog. But other IPs that they kind of abandoned over the years could be on that system to kind of like lead it. You know, that's what I think, because there's so many IPs that are dead right now.
Imagine a Horizon game on the new Vita handheld. That would be awesome.
Man, that'd be too much for me, man. That game is the type of game that I like playing on my television. Yeah. But yeah, I can see that happening. I can see it happening though. That would be cool to have on the Vita Part 2.
Yeah. Well, they just bought Bungie, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, they did that. That's crazy because Bungie they're doing the Destiny games, and I guess they found they should just buy them. So they're like a second party company pretty much now.
Yeah. Oh, I mean they could do like almost a spiritual successor to Halo. I know Destiny was kind of meant to be that, but I don't think it really ever was. They could do like a spiritual successor to Halo. That would be awesome.
Speaking of Halo, man, how are the new Halo games, man? Do they live up to Bungie's standard of what they're putting out?
I've only played up until 4. A lot of people slated 4 at 4. I still really enjoyed it, but I haven't played 5 and I haven't played Infinite. I started playing 5 on xCloud, but because there's still a bit of a lag with xCloud, the aiming was just a little bit too off. So I do want to play Halo 5, but I'm not going to spoil it when I play it.
The first one I actually played was Halo 4.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
The worst one to start off.
So what was your impression then when you played that?
I thought it was cool, man. I thought I was going on a sick adventure. Like Master Chief wakes up in his spaceship. You guys are trying to attack him. You get sucked into the atmosphere of this planet, and it looks scary. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. Then I got to the planet. I was like, what do I do next? And I just got bored. I was like, yep.
Right. I really enjoyed it, to be fair. But I mean, I understand what people disliked about it. But my favourite still to this day stands as Halo 1. Halo 3, I'll probably get like a lot of hate in the comments for this, but Halo 3 I didn't enjoy that much. And I think the problem was it was so hyped up. You know, like it was like Halo 1, Halo 2 on the Xbox, Halo 3 on the Xbox 360, like next generation, this is going to be unbelievable. And it was a great game, the multiplayer was brilliant as well. But I don't know, I think sometimes for me, hype can really kill the first impressions of a game for me. And that's why these days, whenever it comes to video games that I feel like I'm going to enjoy, I try to avoid any information, or at least any hype about it. That's what I did with Death Stranding when that came out. And I'm really glad that I avoided everything, because I went in completely fresh, no knowledge of what was going on other than a couple of screenshots that I'd seen. And it was a really nice experience, and taking it in that way, it was good.
Right on, man. Death Stranding, that's a game I want to pick up one of these days. I just gotta wait till it becomes $20.
It's good. So like, it's not a game for everybody. It's
a lot of walking.
It's a lot of walking, and like, people call it a walking simulator, and it 100% is a walking simulator. But I think when people call it a walking simulator, they mean it in a derogatory, trying to be like derogatory about it, like, you know, a negative about the game. The fact of the matter is, it's a walking simulator unlike any other walking simulator. Traditional walking simulators, they're called walking simulators because you just kind of move from point A to point B and the story happens for you, doesn't it? Whereas Death Stranding is a walking simulator in the sense that it actually simulates walking. So like every footstep, you know, you've got your balance. Every mountain you see, you can go up it. Yeah, you know, so long as you balance well, you take the right steps and everything. And I'm not really somebody who's that into like walking and hiking, you know, out in hills and mountains and all that. But playing through Death Stranding, I fully understood the appeal of why people do that, because I was playing through the game and the story's great in it, the gameplay's really good in it. But as I'm playing through the game, I'm looking around and thinking, this environment's amazing. Like, oh, I wonder what's over there. And every journey from point A to B, as you progress through the game, you can unlock abilities or ways to like get vehicles or build roads. I pretty much just covered the whole game on foot because it was just such a joy to experience. It was to summarize it, you know that saying where people say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. That game perfectly is the perfect representation of that saying. The journey in it, the walking in it, for me, is just like, it's like art. It's like art playing that game. But like I say, I can understand if somebody was to say they hated the game, I would understand why. But for me, I really enjoyed it.
Hideo Kojima always makes it up to me with his games, with the boss battles. So I was looking forward to the boss battles in the game.
Boss battles are good. Boss battles are really good.
They look really good. So I'm like, that'll probably make it up for me.
And they get some of the ones towards the end are tough, like genuinely tough. Yeah, because it's like a true Hideo Kojima kind of boss battle. Some of them are a bit more traditional in the fact that like it's one big beast that you're trying to beat. But towards the end, you're trying to obviously take down more of a main character, and it's like it's set pieces of trying to take on numerous characters coming towards you, and it gets really quite difficult. And there's a few of those little like Kojima twists as well, where it's like, it's not just as simple as shooting your weapon to get this guy. You've got to do something else.
He pulled a trick on us like he did with Psycho Mantis.
Oh, mate, Psycho Mantis. Doesn't get much better
Dude,
than that.
You know what's funny about that game? Because I know you're a big fan of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when that game was coming out and I was in school. And I was waiting for that game to come out so like hardcore. Like I was reading everything. I had this magazine I brought to school every day and I kept reading all about the bosses. And I remember Psycho Mantis, they said, hey, he's tricky. You got to do this to beat him. So I was ready for him.
Oh, mate.
Which was crazy.
So you see, this is the thing, and I wonder if this is maybe why I like not knowing about games going into them. When I don't know if I've said this to you before, but when I first played Metal Gear Solid, I knew nothing about it at all. I thought it was a mech game. But
it looks like it.
Yeah, exactly. And one of my mum's friends that she worked with had lent her the game for me to play. And I'd had it like 2 weeks, and he's like, has he played it yet? Has he played it? And my mum kept on coming home and saying, he keeps on asking, have you played it yet? I'm like, no, but okay, I should probably play it. And my mate comes over, and he sees it, and he's like, you've got Metal Gear Solid? I'm like, yeah, like, well, it's just a mech game, isn't it? He's like, no, let's play this game. So we put it in, and literally every single bit of that game was just, I didn't have a clue what was coming. I didn't know about the previous Metal Gear games at the time. When Psycho Mantis boss battle happened, me and my mate were literally sat on the couch, and you know, like those rare moments where you look at each other and you go, whoa, like I cannot believe this is happening. Like,
did you have the DualShock controller too?
Yeah, we put it down and it was shaking, and we're like, dude, we knew exactly what was happening. It's like, okay, it's vibrating the thing, but it was like, dude. And then like, you know, when the Hideo, the screen comes up black and it's Hideo, and like I genuinely was like, what's going on with my TV? And like I didn't know the developer was called Hideo Kojima at the time either. I didn't know that was his name, and I'm like, Hideo? Like, what the hell's that? And then like, honestly, it had me hook, line, and sinker. And that's because I knew nothing about it. But have you heard about the potential remake that might be in the works?